In the entertainment world, some moments arrive quietly while others strike like a rupture in time. In 2026, GinJay experienced the kind of moment that instantly rewrites narratives and forces both fans and the industry to pause. A leaked image of a so-called secret ring and the revelation of their dramatic shift into a dark action thriller genre did not just spark curiosity. It marked a transformation that had been years in the making. This was not a rebrand built overnight. It was the culmination of shared history, deliberate choices, and a readiness to step into a far more intense chapter of their careers. Hello fans. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Jin entered the industry with a quiet confidence that stood apart from the beginning. She never relied on excess. Her performances were controlled, emotionally layered, and grounded in realism. From early roles, she demonstrated a capacity to hold tension with minimal dialogue, letting expression and silence carry weight. Directors often praised her discipline and preparation, noting how she approached characters with respect and depth. Jaina's path unfolded differently yet complemented Jin's perfectly. Her energy was sharper, more expressive, and instinctively physical. She brought urgency to scenes and a fearlessness that allowed her to push emotional boundaries. Audiences connected to her intensity and willingness to explore darker emotional spaces even early in her career. When Jin and Jaina first worked together, the contrast became their strength. Where one restrained, the other ignited. Where one internalized, the other externalized. This balance created chemistry that felt dynamic rather than performative. Scenes carried tension because both actresses trusted each other enough to take risks. Fans noticed the difference immediately. Not just in romantic undertones but in emotional complexity. GinJay became associated with depth rather than fantasy. Their connection felt lived in. As projects continued, their bond strengthened through shared experiences, long shooting days, and evolving public attention. With recognition came expectation. They were no longer simply actors delivering performances. They became symbols of a pairing capable of redefining genre norms. Every appearance sparked discussion. Every interview was analyzed. Yet GinJay resisted stagnation. They refused to remain boxed into a single narrative. Instead, they invested time in training, exploring new skills, and expanding range. This preparation would later become critical. By the time whispers of a transformation began circulating, insiders were already aware that both actresses had been preparing for a significant shift. Physical training intensified. Script readings shifted toward darker material. Conversations with directors expanded beyond romance into psychological complexity and action-driven storytelling. The leaked image of a ring surfaced unexpectedly. Ambiguous yet emotionally charged, it sparked immediate speculation. Was it symbolic? Was it tied to a role? Was it personal? The lack of context only deepened intrigue. What made the ring leak powerful was not confirmation but implication. It suggested commitment. To a story. To a partnership. To a transformation. Shortly after confirmation arrived that GinJay would star together in a dark action thriller project. This genre shift shocked many. They had been associated with emotional nuance and relational depth. Now they were stepping into violence, moral ambiguity, and psychological intensity. This was not an attempt to shock for attention. It was evolution. Action thriller roles demand vulnerability of a different kind. They expose fear, rage, survival instinct, and moral compromise. Jin and Jaina approached this challenge with seriousness and respect. Training included combat choreography, endurance conditioning, and psychological immersion. Insiders described their preparation as relentless. They studied movement restraint and emotional control under pressure. They redefined their physicality without losing emotional authenticity. What makes this transformation significant is the decision to do it together. The industry often encourages separation at moments of reinvention. GinJay chose alignment. They trusted that their shared history would enhance rather than limit this new chapter. The project reportedly explores themes of loyalty, betrayal, survival, and sacrifice. It demands intimacy not through romance but through shared danger. This plays directly into GinJay's strength. Their ability to communicate without words. Fans responded with shock, quickly followed by excitement. This was not abandonment of what made GinJay special. It was expansion. The secret ring now appears less mysterious when viewed through this lens. It symbolizes unity within transformation, a marker of commitment to growth rather than comfort. Industry analysts note how rare it is to see two female actors evolve simultaneously without competition. GinJay supports each other's strengths without overshadowing. This balance allows both to shine independently within a shared narrative. Their history has prepared them for this intensity. They have navigated public scrutiny before. They understand the weight of expectation. They know how to protect their mental and emotional space. This dark action thriller era is not a departure. It is a declaration. GinJay is not confined by audience comfort. They are driven by creative necessity. As 2026 unfolds, this transformation will redefine how they are perceived. Not just as a pairing but as artists capable of reinvention without erasure. The secret ring leak sparked conversation. The genre shift confirms intention. GinJay stands at the threshold of a more dangerous, more demanding and more rewarding phase. One built on trust, discipline and courage. This is not the end of an era. It is the sharpening of it. What truly sets this moment apart is how intentional GinJay's transformation feels when viewed through the lens of their full journey. They did not abandon softness to embrace darkness. They expanded their emotional spectrum. The action thriller space demands control rather than excess. Violence must feel earned. Fear must feel internal before it becomes visible. Jin's restraint and Jaina's intensity meet perfectly within this genre, creating a balance that heightens tension rather than overwhelms it. Behind the scenes, their collaboration reportedly became even more focused. Rehearsals emphasized trust. Stunt coordination required precision and mutual awareness. Every movement depended on timing and communication. This level of cooperation is only possible when a partnership is built on respect. The industry response has been quietly impressed. Rather than skepticism, there is curiosity. Rather than doubt, there is anticipation. Casting directors now view GinJay not as a fixed image but as adaptable artists capable of carrying complex narratives. For fans, this evolution feels earned. They have watched GinJay grow from emotionally driven performances into something sharper and more dangerous without losing the connection that defined them. The transformation feels like progression, not replacement. The ring image continues to circulate not because of scandal but because of symbolism. It represents a promise to challenge comfort zones and to evolve together even when the terrain becomes darker. As production moves forward, one thing is clear. GinJay is not chasing shock value. They are claiming creative authority. This chapter will test them physically, emotionally, and professionally. But if their history proves anything, it is that they thrive when challenged. And as audiences prepare to see them in this new light, the excitement is not rooted in fear of change but confidence in who they have become. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the post notification to get notified whenever I upload a new video.